round here. If it smell funny, onions getting peeled round here. If it smell funny, get your onion peeled round here. You know we smoking a cow. 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 You know we smoking. You know we smoking.
So I was concerned because the other day I was looking on YouTube, right?
Right.
And I saw a series of TMZ videos of you getting.
Now you know what? Now you're not playing fair.
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it going? Am I sitting down?
Yep.
Yo, I have no idea how we got to get Joe Rogan to do this podcast.
I wish.
Oh man.
So
I'm like a failed.
I feel so nervous right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's something about white guys can have tattoos everywhere.
I'm not white.
All right, nobody wants to admit that they're white. First off, let me explain the scenario.
Yeah.
This was when Trump was running the first election, right? And the country was all on lock him up, and the country was super divided, right? Whatever your political views are, that's your political views. But I would like to talk. I would like to finish my thought. Whatever your views are, your views are. I'm not here to try to say, hate this person, whatever. But it was a lot of negative energy, especially in Philadelphia. I went to this fucking restaurant. It was late night, and I got an argument with the hostess because she tried to say
you didn't pay your tab, right?
Wow.
What?
I mean, if you want to beat him up, I'll teach you.
If anybody, if anybody want to listen to like how professional I'm being right now.
Yeah, I respect
I'm playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Right. And then they thought that the lady thought I walked out on my tab. I went out there, had a smoke, and she made this big stink in the middle of this hallway.
Because you're black, right?
1,000%.
Hear anything that really makes you think that this was racial, Donnell?
I don't know if it was necessarily racial. I'm not going to pull a race card.
I look back into that sea of whiteness.
Yeah.
Right. This was pre Stormy. It had Stormy Angel, and it was like lock him up. And I'm in there, black dude by myself, and this big the guy who works in the kitchen came out there, and he swung on me. He missed, and I had a couple of drinks, and I swung and I missed. I did a 360, and people always tell me, Donnell, if you're gonna fight, don't do it after 1 o'clock because you're probably gonna be fucked up and you're gonna beat yourself up.
Right.
That's what happened. That was me as a black man in this area defending myself by myself.
So
That's
I'd
the
like
story.
to put up the video footage just for the record to see how this story fits with
Yeah, but what is he?
So here's the TMZ logo.
Okay, comedian, get the out.
You get thrown out. Then you swing first.
Right.
Then the guy goes up, and then your feet are in the air.
No, I slipped. Go back. Go. I slipped.
Like to point out your feet are in the air.
No fear. That's what are you talking about? No fear.
No, I said your feet come in the air because you get beaten so bad.
I didn't get beat so bad. I slipped.
Go back.
That wasn't a bad right hand.
Right. And see,
Oh,
now
wait.
look, it's white man after
there's the
white
point.
man. White man after motherfucking white man.
Yeah, I feel you.
And a black guy by himself. So I didn't get beat up.
It kind of looked like you lost.
You know.
The feet in the air thing.
You know
was
what?
a bad
Sometimes,
look.
let me tell you something.
I've got your back for most of this.
Let me explain something.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Are you?
And as much as prolific and as much as gangster as the legend Tupac was, people always felt like he was ready to rock.
Not a good fighter.
I've never
let me
seen
explain something.
Tupac with his feet in the air one time.
I want to make my point.
Okay.
I want to make my point. I was talking to my good friend Scarface, and we was talking about Tupac. He said, man, and this is what I embody. He said, man, Tupac couldn't fight.
That's right.
He said, but he wouldn't stop fighting.
You did back up a little bit. That was your mistake.
All right. Do you know the height difference?
Yeah, but a double leg would have worked because he was coming
A
towards
double
you.
leg what?
So this is what brings us to. So Jason is not only a comedian, a professional skateboarder. He's also a professional fighter. And so Jason's here to teach you some fight skills so that if you are in the next Pancake House, right, and you decide not to pay the bill.
First
again,
off, what you're talking about is the Waffle House.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like the
White
way you got
people,
covered
man.
up. So why don't you say
They
if
don't
you're
know
in the-
anything.
just say if you're never in a place that black people eat at 3 o'clock in the morning and get cholesterol, why don't you say it? I read through it. Whatever. If I'm ever in a diabetes infested eatery at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna learn how to defend myself.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And what is that?
When someone throws a right hand, they're leaning over at you. So if you go under, your head is like near their chest area, and then your hands grab the back of their knees, and because they're coming towards you, it's easy to pick them up off the ground. You don't have to lift their whole body weight. You just pull their legs in towards you, and they fall on their back. And then when they're on their back, you're over the top. Free shots.
So what you're saying is, when they back up, I should be going forward and to tackle
When you
them.
back up, you're timing it. When they come towards you, you back up. Not a lot. Because I think you kind of stepped off the curb as well. That's why you fell.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the guy that hit you. I think you fell.
I know where I fell.
Okay. So if you had a one step back and then he comes forward with that shot, you go under it and you grab him by the back of the knees and go forwards with it. And then
so when a motherfucker's charging me,
you stand your ground.
But I thought I was supposed to back up.
One step to fool him into coming.
Right. Okay.
Because you did back up.
Right.
But there was too many backups.
Yeah.
In real fighting, you can back up, but it's one step, and then you go left, right, or underneath.
You know what was too many that night too?
The drinks.
Tino's and tonics.
Right. But that can help. I feel like you're trying to excuse your alcoholism.
No, I'm not trying to. First off.
You're a bit of an alcoholic.
First off,
it's okay.
First of all,
it's okay.
First of all, everybody I've talked to has stepped outside of their profession, and for some reason, everybody's trying to tell me, be a therapist to me. I didn't say alcohol. I'm an alcoholic.
You are, right?
No.
You just
He
said
has a
it.
problem.
Okay.
Every
Google,
time I've seen you, you're drunk.
When have you seen me?
Burt roast.
Okay.
You were really wasted there.
It was a celebration.
Everybody else was there.
So
they didn't
I go
black
to.
out. You were the only person that was super wasted on the stage, and there was like 20 comedians.
Does he know the raise your hand rule?
No, that's only for presentations.
Okay. So when
You did it.
Okay.
All right, so we ready for training again, Donnell?
I don't need it, but I mean...
You do need it, because you're drunk all the time. And you talk tons of shit, and you said you're short. You're not that fit. Idea.
Why don't I hire you to protect me?
Well, I don't need to be a bodyguard. What the fuck?
I call it a friendship.
We're going to do a reenactment of what happened.
Okay.
And how you're going to win this time.
All right, let's go.
So, men, when you leave the house, it's usually find your wallet, find your phone, are you shaved, all of that jazz, but nobody really asks about your hair. And the problem is, especially as you get older, I can't tell you how many of my female friends are like, man, I really love this guy. I think this guy is my soulmate, but because of his balding, I don't know if I can do it. And the kicker is before that used to be a really terrible issue that was unsolvable. And with really easy solutions that come right to your door and talking to a doctor, you can fix that now. And frankly, Donnell, after having one of these encounters, has been using Hims for a month. And
nobody's going to question the luxurious nature and texture of my hair. Nobody's going to do that. And I never thought this would be possible. I mean, everybody's not going to get these results.
No.
But the results that made for me was definitely noticeable.
And at the same time, Donnell has joined hundreds of thousands of subscribers who also got their flow back. And men, real talk, the only thing worse than losing your hair is waiting forever for it to grow back.
And I don't have those issues.
Yeah. And with Hims, it's not just about hair loss, it's about taking preventative measures. And they provide access to a range of hair treatments that work, all from the comfort of your couch. And again, these are really tested, true things. And what's really great is that Hims takes the time to really come up with the solutions for their subscribers and their patients that are thought out, that are not hullabaloney, and that are affordable, right? And they offer personalized chewable, oral, spray, and serum treatments so you can find out what works for you. And to be honest, I don't like going to the doctor for these kind of things. And with Hims, it's 100% online. So start your free online visit today at hims.com/Donnell. That's Donnell. That's HIMS.com/Donnell for your personalized hair treatment option. That's hims.com/Donnell. Disclaimer, results may vary. Based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil, prescription products may require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Again, that's hims.com/Donnell.
So you threw the punch at the guy, right?
I did like this. I hit him like this. I did like this.
You came running and you threw that thing.
I'm like,
punch
this,
him in
what,
the hand.
motherfucker? Bitch ass motherfucker.
good.
That's what I said, yeah.
So and then other guy came walking to you.
And I backed up.
Right. So back up. So when you do it to me, like if you're the pretend you're white and I'm black, and then you're coming. I know. Just squint. So I take one step back. You took 3 steps back.
Right.
So when you walk towards me, I take 1 step back with you.
I'm white or black?
You're white. 1 step back, and then the next time you take a step, you're gonna throw that shit, and I'm watching for it. So instead of taking that step, the next step back, throw that punch.
Oh, you fucked me up, Sonny.
I'm not gonna do it. But,
yeah, oh, you had me. You was about to body slam me.
But look, everybody.
Black Lives Matter.
Everybody punches everybody in the face, especially drunk late at night.
Right, you try
It's
to.
never a body shot.
Right.
Everyone always goes right there, and it's always the backhand. No one ever throws a jab because they're not trained. Right. So it's the biggest punch they've got, just like the one you threw. Right. I'm going to wind it up and I'm going to throw it. So it's easy to hide. It's easy to duck, even if it skims, as long as you're going down here. But when I go down here and you throw that, like, so extend that arm over me.
Right, like that. Right, and
see,
it's over.
I'm here.
Right.
You're. If I lean forward.
Oh,
and
why you
that,
trying to hurt me, man? Fuck this. I'm an actor,
trying to hurt you.
God damn. Yo, I did a
Alex,
stub double.
You got to do it because I don't want to put him down.
Okay.
Yeah, don't put me down.
So stand here and watch. So
Get
when he throws that right hand, I go down here
Right.
and then I pull this up.
Body
I push,
slam that
I push my
motherfucker.
shoulder at the same time.
Slam him. Yeah, bitch ass motherfucker.
But look,
yeah.
hey, stay like hold his
They
legs.
don't look so good now, do it? This was supposed to be me. Good call.
You hold his legs so he can't
Right.
put his feet on the
And then
ground.
you
He
stomp
can't.
his ass out
Yeah,
right now, right?
if you want, but
What about that backward fist thing? What is that thing?
See, you don't want to. If you don't want to, if you hit him with your raw hand on his head, you could break your
my
knuckles.
hand. How do I fuck him up without elbow, right?
Like these.
Oh, yes.
So you only need like 1 or 2, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're at the pancake place and you do that,
It's the
oh
Waffle
man, look
House.
how dirty he is.
It's the Waffle
Sorry,
House.
so you got pancakes too, though, right?
Yeah, they got pancakes, but they promote it as a Waffle House.
But you don't want to get.
That's like
down-
going to the burger spot and like, oh, who's promoting the hot dogs? It just don't make sense.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Waffle House. You don't want to get down on the ground with him if
No.
he's got friends, because then you can get a sucker kicked in the face.
Right.
So you hold the legs, elbow, get back up because you got to be.
But if he got friends, I could flip his ass and use him as a shield. And every time he.
That's stupid.
Why?
Because you're on the ground. You got to get back up. If you're going to fight more than one
If
person.
I'm down, if he's down,
Yeah.
right, and he got friends, if I twist him like this, and then when they try to stomp me, they would be hitting him in his
You're
ribs.
funny, but you can't fight. You got to understand the dynamic here.
So just,
I'm not that funny, but I can fight.
man, it sounds like you're trying to start a fight with me, man. I
You'll
don't want to
lose.
start a fight. I'm not trying to fight you.
He's trying to teach you how to fight.
I saw the tattoos.
Tattoos don't mean shit.
To a
dude.
black person, it does.
Good. Well, then it
Yo, to a bald white dude with tattoos, a black dude is like, whoa. I got a better idea. Why don't I get a gun?
But then you got to go to jail.
Not if it's legal.
If you shoot somebody at the Waffle House, you're going to fucking jail, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
If they,
Because somebody fucking threw a punch at you at the front and then you shot the 3 pancake makers?
So maybe-
Sorry,
well-
waffle makers?
or maybe you don't understand this, but there's this thing called, maybe it only applies to white people, stand your ground. Remember that?
If you shoot somebody...
They did it already. They shot a motherfucker that didn't have nothing in their fucking hand.
If you
and they stood
elbow
their
that
ground.
dude, you can go home immediately and smoke a joint.
I feel like in my life, I don't need to know how to fight.
But there's video of your life where you lost
That's
a fight.
for old Donnell, and I didn't lose a
What
fight.
do you mean? It was like fucking 2 years ago.
that shit was 7 fucking years ago, man.
You are just as old
That
as you
was-
are now.
That was
That is ridiculous.
that was 7 years ago.
Do it, reenactment. Okay, you get out of here. You didn't pay the bill, and you go, boof.
Guess who's
You
going
just
to
like
jail
that crowd.
tonight?
Bullshit.
Pop! I don't want to learn how to fight. I'll just have better people around me to protect me. I will say I'm a pussy, and I just would rather have other people to do that shit. I don't want to do it. All right.
Dude, Donnell, I'm so pumped on these new sheaths we just got.
What's Sheath?
Sheath is a special type of underwear. They have extra support. And what's really cool is they actually have like a special pocket, right? They call it the dual pouch. And it's kind of like having a VIP section for your underwear.
Yo, it's a hole. Well, okay, how does that, what is the purpose of the hole?
Well, for people like you that have really bad sag, it kind of like helps bring it up and gives you support.
Some lift.
Yeah.
All right.
And so, like, you know that feeling of like
these-
usually when you go to the bathroom, like you personally, and your balls going in the toilet water because you're so old, like you don't have to have that feeling in your day to day.
Yo, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Can we don't focus on my ball and focus on why somebody would wear. Why would I even want to wear Sheath?
Well, first off, they're the most comfortable underwears I own, and they look great. So, like, even if you look at this pattern, right, you can tell people these are Versace or these are $200 underwear. And
Or you could tell them it's Sheath, which is not a bad name.
Yeah, but like these look like designer. They get everybody pumped. They feel great. They last for forever. And then also, like, you know, Robert, he's a dear friend of mine, the Sheath CEO, and like he's a veteran, just much like yourself.
Right.
You know. And frankly,
So what you trying to say? These underwear are perfect for old veterans with saggy balls.
Perfect.
Okay.
But they're also good for young people who just want to feel good, you know, who want that extra support in their day-to-day life. And the material they make out of is great. They actually, like, urologists even love Sheath because it promotes better genital health and keeps everything aired out, reduces the risk of infections, chafing, and even helps with hygiene. So, like, with Sheath, your underwear will become a part of your health regimen.
The fact that you're selling me and actually talking to me about a product that I would actually use, that says a lot about our relationship. But the other thing is that I've never had a man try to sell me underwear or anybody. But and I'm not saying it's like I go through some underwear. Not that I'm doing anything nasty or anything like that, but there's nothing like a nice pair of underwear that keep your balls and your and everything intact and feeling good. So I'm all with this Sheath.
Well, to get with this Sheath right now, like, you can go and order your own pair, help promote the podcast, help support Donnell's, help support what we're doing. And you can go right now to sheath.com. That's SHEATH.com, and use promo code Donnell, DONNELL, for 20% off. That's sheath.com, promo code Donnell for 20% off. Sheath.com, promo code Donnell for 20% off. And then what is it?
I just want to say there's no collabo like Donnell and Sheath. Get your balls tight, get them right.
Hell yeah.
So, Donnell, do you have any guesses about this next guest? Do you have any?
I have no guess. I have no guess about the next guest. I have no guess about this podcast. I know this podcast is full of lies and untruths. I have all the receipts, and every time I expose people with the receipts, now we go back to it. So I don't know. Maybe this is the happiest, unhappy podcast ever. But again, the concept of this is that Donnell gets these official or non-official guests. He has to entertain them, and they are supposed to help him change his life, put things in perspective, and let him learn how to knowledge and all that other positive stuff.
So we have our guest coming in right now.
Hello.
Hello.
I think blue is the scheme. What is going on? Everybody's biting the colors that I wore in my special. What is that called? Aqua blue?
This is cobalt blue.
Cobalt blue. I don't know the difference in blues.
I know, I can't.
But I'm nervous now. Anytime a white woman has a big water bottle like this, they're about to tell you their whole life story.
At least they don't have a Stanley.
Yeah, a Stanley, that means that we would have a lot of money coming in. Right.
Don't have to worry about that.
And I don't know what you know about me. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your level of expertise. I don't know what you do.
Let her.
But I do know. All right.
Here we go.
Some more medieval shit.
This isn't medieval.
Do you want
actually.
to
All right.
introduce?
Actually, it could be. No, this isn't tarot.
Okay,
This
what is
something
it?
else. I am Shishi, Angel Shishi on Instagram. I am a medium and a psychic, and I do readings. Been doing it for 20 years.
Do you have a penis or a vagina?
No, I have a vagina.
Okay. When you say
Last
she
time
could
I
be
checked.
thrown off.
If I said he, she, I could see how that throw you off.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
But
Not that I would have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem with a
That's
female
good
with a
to
penis,
know.
but it was
Let's
just curious
just
to
check
know.
it out on one of these
Alex
sites.
told me it's none of my business to know anybody's sexual preference or anything because for the most part, 70% of the people in the world are gay. That's what he said.
70%.
He
Wow.
said 70% of
That's
the people
a
that I
new-
know. He gave me those numbers. He knows these numbers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
I've heard about the Kinsey scale, and I think everyone falls somewhere on there.
What's the Kinsey scale?
I think there's this report by a scientist named something Kinsey, obviously, and it was just that every
Dr.
person.
Dre, his name would be Dre.
Dre, so
Dr.
Kinsey,
Kinsey,
yeah,
it's
Kinsey
yeah.
report.
Or it could be
where-
Dr. Kinsey, but his real name is Smith, but that's another story.
Details, schmetails. So you got 10 would be super heterosexual, and a 0 would be homosexual, and most people are somewhere in the middle.
But 10 would make a lot of women happy, too.
Super heterosexual?
No, 10. The number 10.
I don't get it.
All right.
All right. Well,
That's what she said.
No, that's a myth. My God. People always say that. It's the worst nightmare ever. I prefer a nice 6.
Oh. Well, I'll leave.
Yeah.
A nice 6.
I know. I might be a big woman, but I have a small other thing.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's
no.
shallow.
She
It's
is about that
shallow.
life.
I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'm not from here. I'm from the angelic realm, actually, originally.
An angelic realm?
Yes. Angels, you know.
Yeah.
I came here for like the pizza and the orgasms, and now I'm stuck here. But I can only have 2 orgasms each day.
Why?
They're just so intense. It's just like, I can't do it. I mean, I threw my back out trying for more.
Whoa.
Sorry, I've tried.
A lot of information.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to see me. I'm an 8 orgasm kind of guy.
Well, then they must be very small ones because that's what I'm talking about. They're
Oh, the
so
short ones?
big.
Oh,
You know,
okay, you
they're
got
so
it.
big you can't survive if you have more than 2 of them.
I don't know if I'm in
The
that
way they're
level
done.
of. I think I'm.
No, you're in the ones where the girls fake out. I know. Trust me. No one's getting off with your 10 inches. No.
So
I have met
what are we
more
going to be doing today? Can you
I don't know. I just came because you invited me, and here I am.
This is
Looking
called-
adorable in my blue.
This is what we call prep.
Prep?
There's none.
Oh,
They just
yeah.
pick up the phone book and be like, "Who's not busy wants to come up here and match the sofa?"
I feel so special and so wanted. Thank you so much.
You are special and wanted.
I'd love to do a reading, but are you open to that? Well, may I hold your hand for a second to get your energy? May I have permission to connect with your higher self and your unconscious mind?
Yeah.
Okay, so we invite all of Donnell's guides, angels, and his team, and all the beings of the highest vibration of unconditional love to surround us. And I ask that I be a pure channel and only say the words that will most help Donnell live the highest version of his life. And so it is. So we can tune in and see, what do you most need to know? Well, what I feel is you are on track to living the highest version of your life. You are your own worst enemy, though. You have that self-deprecating humor that is popular. Also, you use your sword as a tongue against your you use your tongue as a sword against yourself at times. And it's
I use
supposed
my
to be
sword
in
when I
fun.
don't want to use my tongue, but go ahead.
You use your That's good. So what I'm getting is you are humble, but then you kind of sabotage yourself. It's like you get close. I'm not sure what that is, but there is a high level, but you really do not want to compromise. That's clear. And you refuse to compromise. So I want to give you a high five for that up front. Thank you for staying true to your, basically you're true to your integrity. Your integrity is really strong. You're not going to sell out.
You're right. And my integrity is what made me successful.
Yeah, you're totally real. You're
Yeah.
legit, but you're a little too hard on yourself. So this card is attachment. So
she's
this is
hot.
what she's.
Card, Donnell?
What?
The card is attachment, and it has a woman holding onto something. So as humans,
You know, I like to spend a lot of time in the farmer's market. And this is definitely, she would be in the farmer's market, but go ahead.
She could be, yeah. So what is going to sabotage you is attachment. Only if it's this way or being too committed to being a certain way. You got to be flexy. You got to be in the flow. You have to know that if something falls through, which some things will, that you thought were definitely going to happen, that is clearly for your highest good. So you're not like, oh, that shouldn't have happened, and you're upset and you're yelling at people. It's like, if that's, I mean, you can still yell. That's your personality. I get it. But you want to be trusting that obviously, I wonder what good will come of this. Missed connection is protection. Oh, it's not the right timing. Of course, there will be a right timing. There's no fear involved. Attachment has fear underneath it. It should happen. It must happen. If it doesn't, I won't be happy. And you want to be happy regardless of outside circumstances.
I've learned how to be happy being unhappy.
Amazing.
That's weird.
Well, that's a great gift. To learn to be happy being unhappy is actually acceptance.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have for you that will help you live the highest version of your life. Deceit. So you are unfortunately, an arena in Hollywood, in the world, in entertainment, where there's a lot
That's
of
got red.
fucking
That's the
deceit.
devil color right
It's it's kind of like the devil card in tarot.
It
What's
is.
that saying is people do lie to you. They're going to blow smoke up your ass. They're going to tell you, promise you the world. They're going to try and entrap you. They're going to try and, there are people who you have to watch out for. And how you know is you feel it in your body. You feel contracted. You don't, like when I said I made the decision to come on here, even though it's bizarre that I'm here, it's very out of character for me. I felt expanded for whatever reason, which tells me it's an alignment. And then when you feel it contracted, it's a no. You got to never do things that even if on paper it looks good, like maybe it's a gig, like at some big venue or something, and they're promising you the world. But if you don't feel, even if it looks good money-wise, there's a reason why. But I do think you have to, in your line of work, watch out for people lying. Because you're anti-lie, right?
What?
That's what's making you popular, is you're telling the truth. You're a truth teller.
I don't always tell the truth.
Oh, you little bastard. That's cards for you then. Look at this little liar.
No, I tell the truth when it's in my favor.
Oh, you tell the truth
I lie when it's in my favor.
All right, let's see what
so
else
I
you
need
got.
some more cards.
Well, that card is magician, and that's what that means, is that the world is not randomly happening to you. It's happening more from you. So you are a magician. It's like really, you're creating your world with your intentions, your thoughts, and all the things you're doing. You're a very powerful magician. So the question remains, are you going to use your power for good or evil?
I'm always going to use my power for evil. I mean, for good. No, I'm always going to use...
Busted. So I take it you don't have a wife.
No, I don't.
Okay, this is what you're talking about. Woman holding a heart. So it's a woman that is overbearing. It can mean you have an overbearing mother who is controlling or manipulative or, living vicariously through you, or bossy.
Oh, man.
Anyways.
You said the word manipulative. I know who that is, but I'll just keep that out of this.
But that's what's happening. You're attracted, because you have a judgment against women, which you say you don't, but you do. You're attracting women who are, kind of a little crazy. The affirmation that goes with this card.
They all are crazy.
Not all of us are crazy, dude. Seriously. So this is man.
So no cards
holding a
have any
coin.
black people? Where's the black?
There's no freaking black people in this deck. I cannot believe how prejudiced these people
We
are.
want to thank y'all for coming out to the Donnell Rawlings show.
my
They
God.
brought me a racist angel in here. They want me an angel that's trying to make America great again. Can I get an angel
make the world
that understands the
great again
plight
with love.
of a black man?
This is a really good card. It's man holding a coin. Yes, it looks like Fabio. He has
Yes.
long hair. He's white, but he is holding some freaking money here. So can I get an amen up in here?
This is the way I thought I looked when I drank vodka on P. Diddy's yacht. I felt like I was Fabio. The same
you
way.
did.
I had the same energy.
Oh,
Money. I like this part. I like that part.
He's
of it.
giving you. That's basically someone is going to invest in you. That's what that's saying. A large dollar amount.
Let it be known, I am a motherfucking angel.
Yes. I think
You
you
were
need to
best.
get you a t-shirt.
I'll get a t-shirt. I'm an angel.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I put it like this. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy that wants the best, not just for me, but for everybody around him. And I just want to connect the dots. That's
for the
what you
other
learn
two
from
people
this.
around you.
Those people right there, they are negative energies, and they do not hang out with the angels.
I want to lie.
The devil is a lie! Thank you.
Round here, if it smell funny, onions getting peeled. Round here, if it smell funny, get your onion peeled. Round here. You know we smoking a cow. You know we smoking a